अस्सलाम वालेकुम, क्या हाल चाल आप लोगों का? So I got a call from Mubashir last week asking me to come share my story, come share my thoughts at TEDxLACAS. And the first thing that came to my head was, no way, not again, I don't want to do this. There have been so many interviews, and I don't want to repeat the same thing over and over again. I'm sick of this, I really don't want to do this. And I told him I don't want to do this, and if I change my mind, I'll give him a call in a day or two. The next 2, 3 days, 4 days, I didn't call him, and I wasn't planning on calling him. But this idea to speak at TEDxLACAS, I just couldn't get over it. And the 4th day in the evening, I realized the only reason I told Mubashir that I'm not coming is that I'm scared of being on stage in front of you guys. And that was the only reason I wasn't planning to come to TEDxLACAS. Because I felt I was scared, the adventurous side of me came out, and I called Mubashir and I told him, okay, I'm coming, but don't tell me what to talk about, I'll come talk about whatever I want to. I'm a Lahori, I hate preparing for anything. I don't like preparing for anything at all. I left San Francisco 10th July, I told my parents on 8th July that I'm coming on a motorcycle. And I didn't have maps or GPS. I didn't know where I was going, what was the next city I was getting to. I didn't have any plans. So I thought I should have the same attitude, no plan attitude. I didn't prepare for this talk, not even once. And I'm here in front of you guys. So the key thing is believing in yourself. And I think the topic believe, act and inspire is a wrong topic. Believe is the only thing you need to work for. Act and inspire is something that happens later on. I was believing in, I graduated from school, San Francisco State University, 2 years ago. My last year in university, I had already planned, I was planning to do something with motorcycles because that's my biggest passion. That's the one thing I love the most. I wanted to do something with the motorcycle for Pakistan. Being in America, hearing about drone attacks and Lal Masjid and all these silly things happening in my city, Lahore, in Gulberg, in Mall Town, and it was just going up. It just went out of control, and it got to me after a few years of living there that we need to do something. And at that time I didn't really plan on riding a motorcycle or think that it'll do anything for Pakistan. But then eventually, initially I was planning to go to Alaska from San Francisco, and Alaska was a dream to go to. But a few friends, don't go to Alaska, it's a waste of time, just go to Pakistan. And so I started believing in myself. I started working 80 hours a week, 13 hours a day, 7 days a week. I ate boiled rice and ketchup for 18 months to save up money because food is very expensive in America, and you get horrible food. And I needed about $40,000 to complete this journey, and I came up with this number after talking to several motorcycle legends. Dan Popescu from Romania, I was talking to him, and he told me crazy amount I will need to finish this journey. Another few riders I met over the internet on different websites. They told me you need $50,000 cash before leaving, and you need this $25,000 BMW touring motorcycle, and you will have to have this to complete what you're thinking. The terrain is so bad, the weather conditions you'll be going through are horrible, and you know, it was all too crazy. I left the house with $9,000 with a bike that I bought for less than $3,000. The worst bike. I'm very proud to say this now, but at that time, of course, I was scared. Nobody has ever done a ride 40,000 kilometers long on a sport bike, which the position is like this. Your chest is touching the fuel tank the whole time. It's a purebred racer. You're not supposed to ride it for more than an hour. You race it on the track and then you park it. It's very, very uncomfortable. I knew before leaving that the money I have will last me no more than 2 months. I just didn't care. I believed in myself. I knew somehow I will make it to Pakistan on 2 wheels, and that's all that mattered. I left San Francisco on 10th July, went through the US, the Canada, up and down, crossing borders, shipped the bike from New York to Germany, crashed in Germany, was on the bed for 4 or 5 days, then went on down south, France, Italy, all the way to Romania, and I crashed in Romania again, broke a few bones, had no money, no bike, nothing at all, but I still believed in getting to Pakistan on the same bike, on any bike, on 2 wheels, and that is when my father found out I had crashed. I think the 6th day I called him after the accident, and I told him, you know, I have a few broken ribs, and my shoulder is dislocated, and my thumb is broken, both my wrists, scaphoids are injured, and you know, I think my father is the real hero. He said, stay in Romania for the next few months, recover, start looking for a job, buy a new motorcycle, don't fly to Pakistan, you have to come on the bike, you have to finish what you started. Now this was some amazing stuff for me. My father has already lost his son when he was, my eldest brother who was 12 years old in a car accident. Now if you've lost all the parents over here, now if you've lost a child when he was 11, 12 years old, and another son is broken in a country he's never been before, in a country you don't know anyone in, and you're telling your child to do this. This is the best thing that could ever happen to me, such supportive parents. And the only reason he said all of this was because he believed in me, he believed in himself. So believing, I think, is the best thing you can do. Believe you can do anything you want, and you'll get there. Nakal Hassan, I think, just left, but is there anyone else who plays a guitar over here? You have to believe that you can play the guitar better than Nakal Hassan. If I knew how to play the guitar even a little bit, I'll pick up his guitar. So you better come pick it up his guitar. No, I'm just joking, So you have to believe in what you're doing. There's no going around it. Now, some of you might have heard this. My favorite speech by Steve Jobs at the 2005 Stanford commencement. He said, it's very hard to see the dots connecting looking forward, but it's very easy to see the dots connecting looking backwards. Now I look backwards and I see everything that I did somehow made me stronger, somehow made me do stuff differently, and I made it all the way to Lahore. So you have to believe that the dots will somehow connect in the future. And if you believe the dots will somehow connect in the future, it will give you the confidence to follow your heart, to follow your dream, even if it leads you off the well-worn path. So, believing and following your heart is the best thing you can do to yourself. If you're a dancer, if you're a guitarist, if you're a car mechanic, if you're whoever you are, if you believe you can be the best, you will be the best.